The Ghost Cat, written and read by Alex Howard. For Sasha. A cat has 9 lives. For 3 he plays, for 3 he strays, and for 3 he stays. English proverb. Newspaper cutting from 4th of July 1880. A rare opportunity to acquire 7/7 Marchmont Crescent, a home of delightful appointment and splendour, entirely sheltered from the west wind. 4th of July 1880. Messrs. Macready and Company are proud to present 7/7 Marchmont Crescent, a virtuous example of the architecture of David Bryce. With 2 sleeping chambers, a grand parlour, and indoor sanitary conveniences throughout, 7/7 Marchmont Crescent is a delightful choice for the gentleman of business, bachelor, or lord and lady of leisure. Each chamber has been exceptionally appointed and includes a range of features necessary for the employment of housekeepers, including discreet servant quarters, fully equipped cook's range, a scullery, ample storage, and a 6-point servant summoning system. The flat also includes an unusual array of ornate finishes, detailing and plasterwork, including ebony handles, knobs and escutcheons, and brass door furniture throughout. Running water and gas connection included. Situated on the 3rd floor, the flat enjoys glimpses of the extraordinary Arthur's Seat and Crags to the east and the Braid Hills to the south. The lounge includes a cornice moulded in the traditional Scottish baronial style, deep skirtings and bay window. The 2 chambers include fireplaces, servant call points, door architraves, and built-in cupboards. Horses and carriages may be lodged at the nearby Thurleston stables, 500 yards to the south, out of the way of noise and nuisance. An initial payment of £12 deposit required, and £15 per annum repayment thereafter for 14 years. Prologue, 1902, 5:27 a.m. The tick-tick of Mr. Calvert's wrist chronometer echoed through the wide living room of 7/7 Marchmont Crescent. Rousing from sleep, Grimalkin's ear twitched with each snick of the second hand. The morning light from the bay window caught the edge of his flank, which overhung the chair slightly and was marmalade-coloured and turning glossy in the way of all cats who are reaching their older years. All around the lounge, furniture and paintings began to take shape in the morning light. In the bay window stood a fine oak table displaying 2 urns in a flecked gold and blue willow design that loomed proudly over the room like a pair of guarding soldiers. On the opposite side to Grimalkin's chair, above the fireplace, was a huge oil painting of a mountain ravine that hung from chains on a picture rail. If you eyed it closely at this early hour of the morning, and Grimalkin often did, you could even see it swaying as the first horses clop, clop, clopped along the street below, their cartwheels juddering over the cobbles and their milk churns jingling like bells. Grimalkin opened an eye. A key had entered the lock in the front door. He raised his head and looked to the door before checking the hands of his master's chronometer. My, she is 26 minutes late, he thought, arching his back into a dusty beam of sunlight making its way across the living room. He knew her schedule acutely. In a few minutes she'd be lighting the fire in the master's back bedroom and would then head to the kitchen to set about fueling the range for breakfast. It had been the same for years, ever since she served his master back in the old flat on Clark Street. The tang of beeswax polish, Eilidh's trademark scent, came wafting into the living room as his forepaws clenched into the cushioned velvet, sending little sprouts of horsehair bursting free. A whispering voice came in through a crack in the lounge door. "Morning, wee Grimalkin. Morning, you gorgeous wee puss. Grimalkin slunk down to the floor and poured his way slowly out to greet Eilidh the charlady.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?